Well, everything is going to be more modern, of course, that we're going to have over there. It's more room for expansion, which I like, so you're not limited to the space. They were very smart when they set that idea in place, that they built the building bigger than what we need right now. So they built for the next 10, 15 years to add on.
Right.
Matter of fact, the new narcotics section, just show you, we're short right now. I'm supposed to have 9 people up here. I've only got 6. So we're three short. But they've built enough space over there, I think, for 13 or 14 in the new office space over there. So hopefully the unit will expand when the department expands. And every office over there is like that. It's bigger than what they need right now. So everybody is looking forward to it. It's always nice to go into a new building with more space, getting kind of, the newer stuff to work with, the new technology. I guess the penny tax has really paid off for us. A little over, I think it was a little over 10.2, 10.3 million for that new building over there. Plus they wiggled in some other stuff.
Right.
To modernize it. So all the new phone lines, the cable lines, everything we're getting is all going to be the new high-grade stuff than what we've got over here now.
Right.
Because some of these computers still, they'll buffer, they'll shut off. It's a pain.
My name's Ruth Fowler, and I'm a senior victim advocate. Say a domestic violence case, the victims, the children, and a lot of times we'll have, the family will come in like we just talked about. Jessica has a victim. Now, if the victim has kids, and we have to talk to the victim alone because we don't like to discuss, the issues with the kids around because they hear everything, even though we don't think they do. The kids will stand here and play, and we'll take the victim into the conference room if there's room, if there's not another meeting. Otherwise, we do it here. We just don't work together.
Yeah.
And it's hard if somebody's on the phone, you've got a victim over here with kids, or, Amanda's on the phone. And if I'm trying to do NCIC, which nobody else can see, it just doesn't work. I mean, I have my, monitor like this, and, I've got to make sure the person sitting in that chair can't see that. So it's hard to maintain the confidentiality that we want if we have multiple people in, the office. There's just no space. There's no space to go anywhere. And the biggest thing is when we have multiple victims, in the office.
Say somebody's a victim of a crime and there's bloody clothing. Okay, so here's all the evidence lockers that we currently use. That is it. So if there's blood evidence that comes in, it has to be put on ice in a cooler. The on-call person has to be notified, so they can come get it before the ice melts. So this used to be a shower location, which is now used to process the need to dry blood evidence. So this is where we have to dry our blood evidence at. So they have to secure it. That's a drying room for drying like clothes with blood and stuff like that. This holds long-term storage for records, for recruitment and training. So they're just put on boxes on shelves. And then we held extra uniforms and jackets and body armor. This was our storage facility. So, we start out here. The armory is so small that we currently have. We actually have to store ammo because we carry a year's worth of ammo in stock at any given time. So the ammo you see here is actually for next year's use. There's so little room that we have to store it in the quartermaster's office. And this is Charles Drake, the quartermaster. You can see he has shoes and boots stacked on top of itself. One of the most secure locations besides evidence is the armory. The armory has 3 access personnel, 2 training officers, myself. Even the chiefs do not have access to here because we keep it as a controlled environment. This is where we armor weapons, store ammunition. As you can tell, it is pretty much, it's a hardened center area in the building. It's reinforced rebar and cinder block. but the size of the agency and the need of the agency for weapons and ammunition has grown so much over the years that it's not enough room to keep everything. So if you come around here, you'll see how we're stacked on each other. So you have to move all the ammo, you have to move all the weapons to get to something.
Well, my position is First Sergeant Eugene Williams. What I do here is work old cases, we call cold cases. Then I work internal affairs. Been with the department a total of 28 years. I've seen a lot of good things that has also happened with this department from a number of years, you know, such as when we first came into the building, we didn't have all of the things that we got to this present day right now, you know. Things has really, really moved. We've had quite a few chiefs since I've been here, and each one of them, I can truly say, have made some improvement. Everybody that came into here made some kind of improvement to this building. And morale is the one thing that we all have worked on for many years. And at this point right now, and then getting ready to move into a new building, I think our morale is really on top right now. I think everybody's much, much happier now that we are moving into a much larger building. Because for myself, just walking over looking at the new building, which I'm getting ready to retire, I says, wow, look at what we got now.